morning. It's another day in Metro Manila. Thank you for joining me. How is everyone today? Well, for this morning particularly, I'm so hungry. So come and join me. I am going to be making banana pancakes. And this is going to be my version. I've sort of customized it to my needs. Because of the lockdown and the pandemic, I haven't been going out. There are several people around my village who have COVID. In fact, I think there's a family that has COVID just next door. So I live with my parents. My dad's 70 and we all want to be safe. So we're just inside the house. And because of that, I do have to watch what I eat. So the banana pancakes that I'm gonna be making today is going to be very healthy, but without sacrificing the flavor and the taste, of course. It's still going to be super, super, super yummy, as if you bought it from a restaurant, I promise. So let's go. And yeah, I need to make the bed first before we go. This is the little one. He's still in his throne. He actually sleeps beside me every day because if he wasn't there, I think I would absolutely go crazy. So this is Scotty. And Scotty, let's go down. Come on, let's go down. Let's go. Okay, he's ready to go. Let's go down to the kitchen. Okay, Ruby. And here we are in the kitchen. So actually, the reason why I also wanted to make banana pancakes is because medyo bulok na yung saging. Our bananas are going off already. So today, I'm using plantain or saging nasaba. And you can also use ordinary bananas, of course. So as you can see, it's a little bit overripe. And this is a perfect excuse to make banana pancakes. So what we're gonna be getting is our handy dandy processor. Hi, Poopy. You want also breakfast? Okay, I'll make you breakfast after. I'm telling you 100% of the time when I'm in the kitchen, Scotty always follows me because he wants to eat also. So I will be making his food eventually after this. So there he is, he's on standby. Okay, señorito, I'm gonna get your food in a while. Because the bananas are so soft, I can't exactly tear it apart. So I'm just gonna use my knife to open it. And actually, I was thinking, I don't know if you can properly blend all. I actually forgot something. Before we do the bananas, come with me because we do have to do this important step, which is get your oats. And for me, this is the exciting part because if you get instant ready-to-make pancakes off like the supermarket, they probably use flour. But for me, I'm actually using oatmeal. So yeah, that's what makes my my banana pancakes different. So put the oatmeal here, and then the reason why we have to blend it first is because we're trying to mimic flour. So put a lot of oatmeal there because we have 3 bananas, and then we're gonna blend it, and then it's gonna turn into flour, and that's going to be your version of flour, oatmeal. So how healthy is that? It's really good for digestion. It's good to keep your stomach fit. And let's go. And we're done. Check it out. The oatmeal now is definitely finer. It looks like flour. So this is what you want. And then after that, this is the exciting part. You're gonna be adding your bananas. I actually almost forgot to do this. I was gonna add the bananas first. So I was wondering, I don't know if you can actually do this without a processor. But honestly, having a processor is really, really good. I think it's worth the investment because you can do so many things with a processor. You can make your own peanut butter. Imagine that. Making your own peanut butter, you don't have to buy. You can control the amount of salt or sugar that goes in it. You can also make things like hummus or pesto. stay tuned because I'm actually gonna harvest the pesto, the basil that I've been planting. It's crazy. It took me almost 2 months to. Oops, Scotty's barking. Scott's no. So I'm putting my therapy dog Scotty over here because he likes to bark at the person outside sweeping the floor. So just to make sure he doesn't bark. What was I saying? I can't even remember. So actually this is really good for processing a lot of yummy dishes like yeah, hummus and pesto, and that's where I was wanting to say that I'll be harvesting my basil. It took me almost 2 months just to grow them fully. It's been raining now, and so there's not enough sun. Of course, we all know that edible plants need lots of sun. So stay tuned because I'm going to be harvesting and making my own basil. That's really, really exciting. So now that the bananas are there, I actually also forgot one really important key ingredient, which is our egg. So because I added 3 bananas, I can actually add 2 eggs. And I don't actually mind adding loads of these because it's extra protein. So here are our eggs. And I do want to say sorry if my eyes look like they're swollen. It's literally I woke up when I started the video. So yeah, this is my morning face. So just crack them good. Put them there. I don't mind having some. Actually, I'm not a fan of eggs that much. But in this case, you will need to put the eggs because you need to bind the pancakes. I was wanting to say please stay tuned for my other videos when I will be harvesting my basil, and then we can make pesto and use again the processor. So, right. Ooh, it's looking actually really nice inside. Now, another key ingredient that you will need to add here is milk. But because, again, I'm trying to stay away from dairy, I don't think that dairy is the healthiest for you if you're just trying to stay in shape. So instead of milk, I'm gonna be adding some water. But of course, the usual ingredient to add here is milk. So I'll just add much of that. I'm adding a lot of water just because I feel like I just want to make a lot of pancakes. And another ingredient that you can add here is baking soda. So the baking soda is going to help it rise. I'm not sure if we have baking soda actually. So clearly I'm really not a baker. I meant baking powder, and baking powder is very different from baking soda. So I actually read online, that you can substitute baking powder for baking soda. However, it's 3 times stronger, so you just want to put very little of this. But my mom's advising me not to add it, so actually we don't really have to add it. It's only if you want your pancakes to rise and be thick. So the option is to add or not add. Maybe I'll just add a little bit. I suppose a little bit of this won't hurt. Just a touch. Like this much for 3 bananas. And yeah. Again, the last time I made banana pancakes, I did not add any of this baking powder or baking soda stuff. So you don't really have to add this. It's still going to fry perfectly like a pancake. This is very, very optional. So let's blend this up again, and it's time to make our pancakes. Looking good. So the mixture is looking nice and thick. So this is what you want to see. Of course, you don't want it to be too watery. It's a little bit watery actually, but that's okay. So all you have to do is set the pan on high heat so that when you start pouring it, it stays solid right away. So let me show you. Okay, so I'm actually here in the kitchen with my brother. We're both going to be preparing our breakfast. Of course, when you wake up, people like me particularly get really, really hungry right away, so we gotta eat. So I've set my pan on. Oops, I set the wrong one actually. Okay. So So I'm just using regular olive oil. Of course, you can go for extra virgin, but for me, I'm okay with just regular for now. The extra virgin olive oil we actually use for making our salads. So again, trying to stay healthy. Oil is oil, even if the healthier version is olive oil. So still don't add too much of the oil because you're still consuming oil. I'll just wait for this to heat up. Oh no, you cracked it. And actually, this is already hot, so let's start adding the pancakes. So our pan is actually really hot, so let me show you what it looks like when you start adding it. So because it's so hot, it already solidifies right away. Actually, my batter last week was much thicker than this, so this one's a little bit watery, but that's okay. Mainit but it solidifies.
Was it hotter?
Actually no. It's okay na yun. Definitely much better to make this when your batter is thick so it doesn't like roll over the place, but that's alright. So if you look at it, it's starting to solidify. It's starting to look like actual pancakes, sort of. So my mom found baking powder for me, which is this one. It's labeled baking powder. Where'd you find this, Mom? How do I know where everything's located? Honestly, I have so many. Where's it located? Oh, the pantry. You need to see how the pantry looks and you'll understand why I cannot find anything in the pantry. So yeah, it's a bit of a clutter and it does say pantry, which is cool, but how are you gonna find anything here? Really, it's a bit of a mess. Anyway, let's continue our banana pancakes. So for anyone judging, I didn't go to culinary school. So this is really all out of pure love for being healthy and wanting to prepare my own breakfast. And yeah, it's looking good. So while it's actually cooking, I'm gonna continue to add the baking powder to this batter. And hopefully it's gonna rise much better. But this is okay, but you see what I mean? It's a bit thin. If you want your pancakes to be thick, then you do the baking powder technique. It's not really a technique, but I am really a beginner at this. I am not a cooking expert. Oops, this one's still soft, so shit. Not yet ready. It's getting very crowded in the kitchen, but let's add the baking powder. Again, I don't use any measuring devices. I just kind of like estimate. I think that's enough. Okay, a little bit more. If there are any bakers watching me, you will not like this because all bakers are so precise. That's it. Now let's continue making our pancake, shall we? I find this really funny because this last one is a little bit bigger, but it's so thin, which is cool too. It's looking really nice. Now let's see the difference of this batch versus the one where I add the baking soda, which is this. So I have my co-pilot here, my co-chef. Is that what it's called? You know, I was thinking, if you actually don't like eating oatmeal, this is a perfect way to prepare your oatmeals by making banana pancakes. It actually tastes like having a dessert because technically having your pancakes with syrup and all that isn't healthy, but this one is very healthy and I'm gonna be adding honey to this instead of maple syrup. So that's it. The first batch looks great. Now let's prepare the one with baking powder. it is. This is the batch with baking powder. And let's add it. Actually, I do need to add a little bit of oil first just to make sure it doesn't stick to the pan. Wow, I see the difference already. It's kind of like thicker, but so it's not perfect. If you can see this one is connecting, but we will see if it's gonna rise much better than the ones with no baking powder. So check this out. The second batch with the baking powders there are some bubbles. Look at that. There's definitely a big difference between that and that. So you take your pick. I don't know which one you prefer, the one with the bubbles or the one without. But I can definitely see also the difference that this one is rising. See, look at that. It's much fluffier than the paper thin pancakes that I made. So again, it really is all up to you which type of pancake you prefer. If you want the crepe or crepe type of pancake, you do one without baking powder. If you want it to be fluffier, then you do it with baking powder. So I've kind of connected, I've made twins over here. I'm just gonna, sorry guys, I have to split you two. And then I'm gonna flip them over. Let's see how this one looks like. It's actually looking cool. So right now my mood is I prefer the one with baking powder, but yeah, you can also have the one without. So there you have it. There you have it. These are my version of a delicious, healthy banana pancake. Ooh, nice and brown. I'm definitely liking this color much more than this, but it really is all preference. Looking amazing. Look at that. Looks good. Oops. Do you know what? This batch is actually looking really good. I love how it's getting more fluffy. I like it. Thank you, baking powder. Kati, do you like to have banana pancakes also, Poopy? You want to have banana pancakes too?
Number 8 mine.
Okay, taste test. My brother had the first bite. How does it taste? No bias, be honest.
It feels very natural.
See?
It's only sweet because it's banana flavored.
And because
it's a banana a lot.
You taste it. And because the bananas are overripe, and so because when it's overripe, it has more sugar, or like it gets sweeter.
Does it have oats or something?
It instead of flour, it has oatmeal. That's what I use.
Yeah, it is the oats. It has a bitter end to it.
Oh yeah? Bitter?
On the oats, yeah. But it has a banana that covers it.
Okay.
Hey, good.
Okay, now it's my turn to try my own banana pancake. Let's see. Let's give this a try. I actually still have some more frying over here. Yeah, just go ahead and get. And it's super healthy because it's oatmeal. And you know, like I didn't add any salt or sugar.
I get the less burnt.
Yeah, that one is the one without the baking powder. Can you taste the difference? Baking powder and with baking powder.
Without the baking powder. This one?
Yeah, is it different?
Sweeter, you want?
That's sweeter?
Not sweeter.
Not really. Okay. So according to my brother, it's sweeter without the baking powder.
Or maybe less cooked, dapat less sunog.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
why it's better.
Cool. So it's a good sign. He's going on his second pancake. Let's go ahead and try. Yeah, just get lang Lance, ha? Because I make a lot of pancakes. It's super. It's like having oatmeal but in a pancake form. It's like having your oats. So let's eat. I really wish you guys could try all of this because there's more than enough for everyone, I think. Oh wow. Definitely really soft inside.
Good.
It does taste healthy. Delicious. And if you want this to be sweeter, you can add honey. But on its own, it actually tastes like a banana bread. What do you think?
Banana bread, yeah. Sure.
A little bit of like a banana bread, no?
It's like, you know when you have a treat, like a pastry treat, and you just like it, so you just keep eating. That's how it feels.
It does, exactly. Actually, that's what I said. It does feel like banana bread, so it's also pastry.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
having a really soft cookie, but it's not really a cookie. It's yummy. Is it filling?
Oh, I just eat that one. I eat my breakfast.
Oh. Let's eat. Good. Mommy, you should try it.
Later, I'll have my oatmeal first.
This is oatmeal.
No, my oatmeal porridge.
So, my mom said she's having her oatmeal. Let me show you. She's actually eating oatmeal the way it's supposed to be eaten. Like this. Well, now she added like a bunch of other stuff like seeds and flax seeds and chia seeds. But yeah, you normally eat your oatmeal like a porridge. But just to mix it up a bit, I quite like it having it as a pancake just because, you know, you need to have a variety, I suppose. And also, you can add pumpkin seeds to your banana pancakes.
I still gotta watch that.